welcome. Today we're gonna have a quick video with an update to my XMaxx. I actually did a lot of cool upgrades to it. I didn't do a DIY video because there are so many out there, but essentially let me just give you a quick rundown of what I've upgraded, and then we're gonna take it for a couple of spins, couple of jumps, and let's see how she does. So essentially, the first thing that I upgraded was the steering servo and some of the steering components. The servo is made by Traxxas, but that's the HD with servo that handles more torque. I upgraded all the suspension components with their HD versions, which are just slightly beefier, and I don't think they're gonna break. I also soaked every suspension component in a WD-40 to make it more flexible. I rebuilt the shocks. I also upgraded the springs and the fluid, so the springs are stiffer and the fluid is denser, so the truck is actually it absorbs higher jumps a lot better. I also added these washers to every suspension piece so my pins don't come out. That's my DIY mod. And I also removed the skid plate because I realized that it's not necessary. It makes the truck a lot heavier. Off the bat, I've got to say the steering is amazing. The car turns so much better, and I noticed that the springs are a lot stiffer and the car flips a lot faster. So it looks like I'm gonna have to, whoa, it just flipped. I'm gonna have to lower the ride height just a little bit. And flip, there we go. Let's test the brakes. All right, there's definitely a lot less lean. When the car comes to you, it leans a lot less. That means I can take bigger jumps. Check this out. And we flipped and we're walking. All right, we can see that the body is a little damaged. As I said in one of my first videos, that tailgate's gonna break soon, but that's okay. We've got the indestructible Russian body waiting for me at home. We make this into a jump. Let's see. Still not high enough. Haha, she flies. Seriously, with the new suspension, especially with the steering, she's so much better control. It's so much easier to control the car. Woo! Beautiful. Seriously, it lands so much better with these springs. The car doesn't bottom out easily, so the suspension is adjusted like this, and seriously, it's so much harder for it to bottom out because of the stiffness of these springs. I really like it so far. What a great upgrade. Thumbnail right there. Ha! She lives! Whoopsie! Woohoo! And we have a flip. Alright, so this is the jump that I was trying the other day with the stock suspension. Let's see how she handles now. Alright, bit of a flip there. Haha, look at this. I gotta say, she handles so much better without the skid plate. So to those of you thinking about a skid plate, don't do it. And with the new suspension, she definitely wants to be on the back wheels a lot more. Look at that. Bam. Okay, the first battery pack is done, and this truck tells you when it's done when there's a red light blinking. Although I don't see a red light blinking, you know what? It overheated a little bit, so we're gonna have to let the truck cool off a little bit. But I'm getting a bit of a noise here coming from the fan, so I wonder if there's an issue with the fan. Let's see if it's spinning. Okay, so the fan is spinning. Both fans are spinning. I'm just gonna have to take it apart, story of my life, and see what the deal is. So let's see if we can maybe restart it. Let's try this again. The battery is still green. And the battery died. Okay, so it is not the battery because the light is still green for the battery. So it is not the battery. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what that blinking light is, so I'm gonna have to look it up. But the car just died. It's not moving. The fans are running, both this one and that one. So I'm not sure what it is. I do have a spare set of batteries, but I'm not gonna bother because we have a couple of issues here. Let me tell you, this thing, it looks like the top came apart. It's funny because there is a screw in there, so that means I must have hit something so hard that the screw popped through its hole. So I wonder if I can mod it to put a nut and bolt to hold this this bridge together. I've never seen anyone complain about this, but again, I have an issue. It looks like my bumper has cracked, so we're gonna have to replace that. But other than that, she's pretty good. And again, this body over here is on its last leg. I just have to find the time to replace it. All you have to do is just swap out the insides and put it onto new shell and you're good to go. And the new shell that I have is this indestructible shell, which is fantastic. And now let's see how the suspension fared. So yes, they accumulated a lot more dust because of the WD-40 soaking that I've got in there. It looks like my front diff right there is leaking. Again, these things are indestructible, huh? The front steering hubs, whatever they're called, one of them was cracked, which is what prompted my rebuild. But these are OEM soaked in WD-40, so I'm hoping they last me a long time. And again, these are the washers that I put over every single pin, so they don't back out. And I of course do have the threaded hinge pins right there. And I also put a threaded hinge pin right up here. Yes, it's a bit longer, but it's fine because this one actually in one of my previous runs it popped out, so better to be safe than sorry and just put it in. And of course these shock covers are awesome because they protect me from any debris and they prolong the life of the shock. But other than that, yes, the suspensions feel super tight. The truck feels awesome. The steering feels fantastic. It's just we don't have forward and reverse. I don't think it's the battery, so we're just gonna have to figure out what it is. But yeah, other than that, we are finishing the day with the truck. And that was something quick. More from me than you guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.